Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Hello, everyone. It is with deep sadness that, I am sorry that I am a day late. I had to process that again. We had another school SHOOTING. This time it was a 15-year-old female. Okay. And people can say whatever they want to say. It's not the guns, it's the people that use the guns. We have a big problem, America. And I'm just, I'm tired. This, this is awful. It's awful. This was a Christian school. Therefore, we know that the devil is busy. You know, y'all gonna have to realize the devil is busy. You got to keep the devil out of your life. The devil is busy. We need to stay prayed up. Again, this was a 15-year-old girl. And I need you guys to hold on for one moment while I share the screen and give you the information on what happened. Mm, 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 mm. Hey, Jill. Hey, Rudy. You know, I can't imagine being a kid right now. I can't imagine, like, I am in school. See, when I was in school, we had tornado drills, fire drills. Now they have, unaliving drills. I can't imagine going to school and not knowing if I'm going to leave school. So hold on. I'm going to let you know what happened yesterday.
Madison school the site of a mass shooting 9 days before Christmas.
It is a sad day for Madison and for our country.
Police say 15-year-old high school student Natalie Rupnow, who went by the name Samantha, opened fire in Wisconsin's Glen Valley Primary School. She killed at least one teenager and a teacher. Two others were critically injured.
It's sad, to be home and then somebody call you and say your kids schooling like down and shooting and you didn't know where they are.
Hours after the shooting, several officers were seen removing the door from this Madison home in a search Police Chief Sean Barnes says is connected to the investigation.
Our detectives are working hard in the investigative process to find out as many answers as we can so that we can further prevent these things from happening, not only in this community, but in other communities around our country.
School administrators spent much of the day reuniting its students with their families.
You know, we've joked around about how safe a 400 student bodied school, Christian private school is, right? If it can happen here, it can literally happen anywhere.
CBS News has learned the shooter carried a 9mm pistol, the motive unknown. Dave Wagner is the former principal.
My heart grieves beyond words with them.
And police say they have searched the suspected shooter's family home. And at this point, they believe that she acted alone. Joe and Erica.
Well, Charlie, we have seen in other mass shootings that the shooter's parents have been held accountable, like in the Highland Park 4th of July shooting. Is there any indication that the 15-year-old shooter's parents could be facing charges?
Earlier tonight, police said that they believe that this 15-year-old, again, acted alone, but that her parents have been fully cooperative. They even allowed police to search their home. And at this point in the investigation, they do not face any charges. But as we do know, as with similar investigations, this is the very early stages, and there is still a lot more to come throughout this investigation, guys.
All right, Charlie, thank you.
According to the news organization Education Week, there have been 38 school shootings nationally this year that resulted in injuries or deaths.
In the last 4 years, school shootings have killed more than 200 people and injured more than 600. Those numbers are according to a CBS News analysis of the K-12 school shooting database.
Stay with CBS News Chicago for continuing coverage from Madison, Wisconsin on the school shooting. We will carry updates on our website and also in the morning.
What you share, even if your wish to share is well-intentioned. There's so much that we do not know at this point, and we have to allow law enforcement the time and space for a careful and methodological investigation. Let them do their jobs. And above all, please respect the victims, respect the families, respect the school community, particularly on social media. I want to say a huge thank you again to all of our partners and those across the country who have reached out, offering support and well wishes, including President Biden, who I talked to yesterday, Senator Baldwin, who I talked to yesterday, Congressman Pocan, Governor Evers, who called at every level of government and all across our community. I want to thank most particularly our first responders and everyone who mobilized yesterday to help, and certainly Madison Police Department and the many.
Okay. Hey, Tamika and Jill's comfort zone. This is truly, truly, truly sad. Again, you can have your child in a Christian school. You are still not protected. The devil is busy. I just really feel sorry that, this is what kids of today have to face. And this is awful. This is awful. Like I said, no fire drill, no tornado drills. You got kids in inner city schools, they're fighting to get to school. Then they don't know when they get to school if they're going to leave school. You know, being unalive. This is just awful. 15 years old. 15 years old. My God, I would have never thought about going to school and doing something like this. But I guess, is this a new trend now? Because, you know, this is awful. This is awful. Who who thinks about going to school unaliving classmates and teachers? Again, mental health is real. We don't pay attention to mental health. You know, it's unfortunate that some parents have to work. They are not at home the way they should be at home. You know, they play video games. You know, and I'm not getting ready to do the blame game because, again, you know, I don't live in that house. I don't know what these people, they could be the world's greatest parents and they can be the world's worst parents. But we all know, and I'm so sick of people acting like they weren't young. Now, I was 62, I'm 62. And baby, yes, let me tell you something. I snuck out the house when I was 14 years old, okay? I waited till my parents went to sleep and I snuck outside, you know, rode around with people. See, I ain't forgot where I come from. But a lot of these people, they want to act like they wasn't young, like they didn't do anything. You know, I'm so sick of hearing what was a 13-year-old girl doing out and what was that. Y'all know what y'all did when y'all was young. Y'all know what y'all did. We all did it. We all did it. We all got fake IDs back in the day to get in the clubs, you know. And so, a lot of people, well, Miss Queen, you didn't do all of that at 13, but some people did it. Some girls had babies at 13, 14, you know. You never had a fake ID. I did. When I was coming up, the drinking age was 18, then it turned to 19, then it changed to 21. But back in my day, honey, we rode around. But you know, I know God was with me. Girl, my mother was strict too, but when my mother went to sleep, my mother was out for the count. she, yeah, my mother was down for the count. Yeah, yeah. Hey, young Riaz. Hey, Jill. Um, Tamika. Hey, young Riaz, my young rapper. Shatika. Rudy. Well, it's like this. Some people experiences in life was different. It just depends. Some people wanted to get to the clubs. Some people were so ready to be grown faster than others, you know. And so, you know, but again, at 15, I would have never thought about going to school unaliving people. Yeah. And so This is what I want to talk about right here. So, right here, we have this 15-year-old. I mean, we have a second grader. Now, unfortunately, hold on, y'all.
Samantha, as you said, that there are still many more questions to answer. Police have not yet, identified or detailed any kind of motive here as they continue to work through those details. John, this all started at 10:57 yesterday morning. Police say that it was confined to a study hall that had a mix of students from different grades. Horrifyingly, a second grader was the one who called 911, John, just a second grader. Police making that point very clearly and saying at one point, let me just let you sit with that for a moment because it is just so tragic. Police were inside that building by 11 a.m. By 11:05, they alerted that the shooter was down and began life-saving measures on other students. John, here's what some of those kids inside the building heard.
I was getting ready for lunch, so it was basically lunchtime. And then I just heard sobbing, and there was a teacher, and she was screaming like, "Ah, my leg! Help! Help!"
John, there is some good news to share this morning. 2 people who had been injured were released, but still, sadly, others are fighting for their lives, John.
The handgun that was used in the shooting, what have you learned about who owned it and how it was obtained by the shooter?
We have asked our partners with the ATF to expedite what's called an ATF trace form to try to determine the origin of that weapon, who purchased it, and how it got from a manufacturer all the way into the hands of a 15-year-old girl. These are questions that's going to take some time to answer, and we're fully committed to getting the answer to that. I do not believe that 15-year-olds should have access to weapons that they can bring to school and potentially hurt someone. We really have to do a better job, not only in our communities, but in our country, with making sure that our young folks do not have access to weapons and firearms, and certainly making sure that we're paying attention to the mental health of our children. There's a lot of work that we need to do so that we cannot be having these conversations again and again and again on CNN and other news outlets.
Was the weapon owned or possessed by the parents?
I'm not certain at this time.
Still not certain at this time. At this time, you, as of last night, you were still questioning the parents. At this time, any reason to expect that they could be charged with any sort of crime here?
Well, we will certainly look at all facts and aspects of this case as they were voluntarily giving information that certainly helps to determine, if they were involved or if this was pre-planned. We don't have any evidence that it was, but we also want to look at if the parents may have been negligent. And that's a question that we'll have to answer with our district attorney's office. But at this time, it does not appear to be the case. We'll get a briefing again.
Okay, what I wanted to chime in on is this was a second grade student. Hey, Jared Talks. This was a second grade student. Now, don't you know that this girl is going to be messed up from this? We pray that she is not messed up from this. How do they expect children to walk into a classroom and this is what has happened? I would be terrified. like I said, we gotta wake up. America, we gotta start addressing mental health. You know, I need these young kids to be in their right mind. I don't need them to be on, Xanax along with me. Do you know the damage that is going to be done to these kids? How do you make a child go to school and they don't know if this is going to happen? I mean, I'm pretty sure these kids are going to be biting their nails. Uh, you know, hey, let me tell you something. Know what most of these kids gonna do? They gonna go get their own weapons, okay? Cause they gonna protect themselves. Cause they gonna feel like the school ain't protecting them, okay? Okay? These kids are going to go out, and we all know that you can get anything you want out here on the streets. Now y'all can play stupid if y'all want to. Anything you want is out here on the streets. And that includes weapons, 9s, 38s, everything. Do you know most of these kids are going to be like, who's going to protect me? I got to protect myself. So, know what they're going to do? They're going to go to the black market, they're going to save their allowance, and they're going to go buy their own protection. If my parents still made me go to school and I can't go to school with my own weapon, you best believe that I I would be going to school with something to protect myself. I'm gonna drop the link in case anybody wants to come up and give their thoughts on this. Uh, okay, they did say if I'm doing the vertical, it don't do this. Let me put the link, I guess, in my chat. Hold on. I'm getting ready to go to another phone. Do you guys think? Okay, let me share the link on my community wall. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. And also another thing that I want to express to people is everybody experiences of how they grew up are different from other people. Whereas some people could say, "Oh, I never did this, I never did that, I didn't do this," but that don't mean did nobody else to do it. Everybody experiences of growing up are different. Hold on. Hey, Miss Queen.
How you doing, Miss Lacey?
I'm doing fine. Girl, what's going on? 15 years old. What's your thoughts?
I think it's crazy. She shot the teacher, or she just went and shot up the school.
Teacher and the student, and a lot of them got life threatening. Two killed, and some of them are still in the hospital. I think
They
it's a
know why?
trend. No, they don't know why.
Is she still alive?
No, she's not alive. They say, well, they allege that she unalived herself, but we know them people took her down. You know, that's their mission. I mean, you got a uh, active SHOOTER, so you got to take them out before they take y'all out. They don't know what's going on. Yeah, but all I know is, I guess as my mother used to tell me, Miss Queen, keep on living, cause girl, the stuff I'm seeing now, I would have never thought I would have been seeing this. Yeah, yeah. Oh, now, do you think children are safe going to school now?
Are they safe anywhere?
No,
So I
no.
don't know why we think school is any different.
Do you think, like, if your child didn't want to go to school, Miss Queen,
Hmm.
would you force them to go?
No, they can homeschool. I don't have a problem with it.
But what if you can't homeschool them? What if your child was so terrified to go back to school, and they said they wasn't going back to school unless they could carry a weapon?
They gonna homeschool because you will not take a weapon to school as a teenager. You don't have the emotional development or mental aptitude to be able to handle it. It's grown folks that can't handle that responsibility. So no, you won't do that. You'll homeschool. And with the advancement in technology, it is very possible for that child to homeschool. So
Okay. Now, what do you think? Do you think these kids are going to be affected? Like those 400 kids that attend that school, all 400 of those kids are going to have problems later on in life. What's your thoughts on that?
some of them will, some of them will process it. Some of them they will get proper mental health help, and some of them might not get all of that, and they may have problems later on in life because of it. But at the end of the day, once you become an adult, you have a responsibility to take care of yourself. And if you know you're affected, then it's your job to go ahead and find resources.
Yeah.
With something like that, I'm pretty sure there'll always be some type of resource available to children that experience that type of trauma.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I pray for everybody involved I send healing to everybody. Um, Again, to me, I think this is a fad, and this girl is a female queen.
Say that again.
She is a female. This was a girl shooter. She was a girl. Usually it's been boys. This one was the girl.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, that was surprising to me. I was shocked about that. I was
I
like,
know.
oh, oh, it's the girls
Mm,
now. So now we just running up too. Okay. Well,
yeah.
I mean,
Now, do you think the parents ought to be held accountable?
it depends on the circumstance of the situation. They said this was a handgun. So that would mean if it wasn't put up properly, then yes. If it was put up properly and she stole it, and maybe probation, I don't know. I wouldn't send them to the penitentiary. But if it was some negligent stuff or they bought her this weapon, then hell yeah, they should be charged.
Yeah. Well, it's like this. You and I both know a kid gonna do what they want to do. Ain't nothing gonna stop them, you know. And so I would just hate the fact that you got some parents that for they gotta pay for their little badass they badass kids. But you know, I don't know. You think what about video games? Oh boy, I better not ask too many questions. Yeah.
Okay.
They'll be flagging trying to flag my channel. Talking about I'm asking opinions on stuff and giving theories on stuff and all of that kind of stuff, girl. Yeah. So, um, did you see what the stats was
For
on the
what?
school shootings?
No, I haven't seen it.
Hold on. Hold on. So, oh goodness, hold on. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me share the screen. So, oh my goodness. Okay, they said there have been 37 incidents of mass killings with 160 victims in the United States in 2024 so far.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how many school students?
Yeah, it's crazy.
900. Do you see this right here? Where I'm
Mhm.
pointing at? Let me highlight this. Do you see what's highlighted?
Let me see. The GVA has reported 971 cases of school shootings across the United States in 2024. Mm-hmm. About 1,000 of them. That makes sense.
971. That's a lot. What is going on? We got a problem, America. But you know, We too busy. We want to find holes in people's stories, or we want to pick apart people when they could be telling the truth. Everybody experience is different, and we got some problems. Yeah. We got some problems, America. Yeah. We got some problems. So, oh boy, we got some problems, Queen.
Yeah, well, you know.
Have you been following the Diddy Jay-Z stuff?
I catch some parts of it.
Girl,
Last I heard, Jay Z was distancing himself from P Diddy.
I don't know why would you distance? You want to distance yourself from a friend, but you already got damage you done. You know, I'm going to tell y'all this. I'm 62, right?
Mm-hmm.
I thought I had seen and heard it all. I grew up with some of these people hearing the rumors and everything, and these people ain't been no saints, okay? They have not been no saints. And, baby, if any of y'all think y'all gonna walk this earth and keep mistreating people, doing people dirty, don't don't make amends with your past. Don't try to go back and right some wrongs. Baby, let me tell you something. When that energy comes back to you, it's over. It's over. And so I don't care if Jay-Z, P. Diddy, I'm so sick of people talking about they want to bring the black man down. No, they need to do what's right. I'm sick of them using that race card. We don't, yeah, I'm going to talk about them. I'm going to talk about them. What's your thoughts when people say we shouldn't talk about them?
We should talk about whatever it needs to be talked about.
Yeah.
Not talking about things of government.
Yeah. So, these people that y'all sitting around here, leaving y'all kids around, y'all thinking these people are the world's best people, and y'all don't know what the hell these people doing. I hope the good Lord, whatever you believe in, spirituality, the ancestors, the universe, I hope y'all eyes are open to the fact that there is evil. Just as much as there is good, there is evil. And until people start realizing that, y'all got to realize there's evil out here.
Lots and lots of it. Yep, it is.
There's evil. Everybody ain't right. Everybody don't have your best interest. These people so dope to the community. They didn't make that right. They got kids. They never gave back to nobody. And then y'all sitting up here defending them. I wish these people, they didn't have the same energy for R. Kelly. I think that's what makes me mad too. Like,
Who didn't have the same energy?
girl, they believed everything. about R. Kelly.
I mean, R. Kelly had a video out, and R. Kelly was messing with Aaliyah, so
Jay-Z and Dame Dash did too.
she was grown at that time.
No, she
She
wasn't.
was she was
No, she
19.
wasn't. No, she wasn't. No, she wasn't.
Okay,
She wasn't. She
I don't know.
wasn't. Yeah, she wasn't. She
I don't know.
wasn't. I'm
They
gonna
ain't got
do
no
a
tape.
show and I'm gonna tell everything that I know or what I've been told. And you know, I will tell people this. What I am upset about is that is that R. Kelly was autism. You know, his elevator didn't go all the way up to the top. And everybody played on him with that. And so I'm gonna do my show on that soon. Yeah. But anyway, back to this. Parents, you better sit down with your kids. You gotta spend more time with your kids. I found out some things that happen to people. You know, parents are at home working. I mean, they aren't at home because some parents have to work two jobs so they can provide. And those are the parents that I feel sorry for. That's out here, that's working, ain't begging nobody for nothing. They working two jobs, but yet their child is left alone, unattended, and when stuff happens, they want to come after the parent, you know. So to save yourself from further or any legal actions or anything that might come your way, you got to start paying more attention to your kids. Uh, you know, call that family member you don't like, you know, because she might have told you about yourself. She might have been telling you the truth. You know, a lot of us sometimes we don't want to take our kids around certain relatives and all of this other kind of stuff. But that relative might be the one that could help you. So I just hope the family unit can get back closer. Oh God.
You
Because
okay?
they could, huh?
I said, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Girl, I got these allergies. I don't know what's going on, Queen. I'm sitting up here now. I'm ready to take some Benadryl and go to bed. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, girl. They say it's a lot of stuff. What's good? Not him. I don't know. Yeah.
And I hope you get to feeling better.
Girl, I hope so too. I hope so too. It's so much stuff in the air. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah. So, what advice did you want to give to any parents, Miss Queen?
I don't really have no advice. I can just tell you what I do. I talk to my children. That's all you can do. I can't do nothing about no shooter at the school.
Okay. Uh,
Talk to them. I make sure they all right, and Just pay attention to my surroundings as much as I can. Put a prayer up and hey, put it in God's hands. Cause ain't nothing you can do about that unless you finna homeschool 'em.
So I guess the problem that I'm having, people, is that this didn't happen in my time coming up. And so I guess this is the normal now. So whenever I hear about a school shooting, I'm just shocked because never in a million years would I think that I would ever see this type of stuff where kids are taking things to school, weapons to school, and unaliving people.
I
You know
mean, it's a progression of what's going on in society.
how?
I said it ain't nothing but a progression of what's been going on in society.
Yeah.
Girls used to
And
carry
so,
razor blades up under their tongues when I was in junior high.
yeah,
We had metal detectors at the school because every once in a while somebody would decide they wanted to bring a gun to school. So I mean, this ain't nothing but an elevation of what's already been going on. So, and with there being a lack of gun control laws and people fighting over their right to have a gun, I
yeah,
mean, this is natural. This is the progression of stuff. It is definitely a modern. It's a modern issue, most definitely. But
yeah,
modern problems uh call for modern solutions, and a modern solution nobody has come up with yet.
yeah, yeah. Do you think social media has anything to do with this stuff?
Um, I haven't seen anything on social media that tell a child to go do what they unless they in one of these weird, obscure places on the internet. So I don't think that that's got much to do with it unless it's contributing to the circumstances of why this child feel like they need to do what they doing. For instance, one dude was shooting up the school because he couldn't get no date. And if he's watching dating content and stuff like that, then yeah, that probably helps fuel that. But there's the idea that your child would go and think it's okay to shoot up a bunch of other human beings. Like, I don't think social media has anything to do with it. That's a lack of humanity, and that's just evil. That's just what it
Yeah,
is.
yeah,
Because children are supposed to be innocent. I can't see that as a child that will remove the humanity for so many people. That's kind of crazy. And so all I can think is it's just a lot of evil running around.
and when I tell people that, you know, like y'all think everybody ain't believing in God. Everybody ain't believing in the universe. There's people that practice witchcraft, that serve the devil, and everything else. So, yeah. Oh no. So people have got to start realizing that too. Like everybody ain't good. Yeah. We want to see the best in everybody, but sometimes you can't. Some people are who they are. Yeah.
It's true.
They are who they are. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay, Miss Jean. So I'm getting on the elevator so that it might go out, but you keep on talking, Queen.
Okay.
Okay.
Saute garlic. What do I need?
Well, I want to say this. I'm horrified. If I had some grandkids right now, I swear to God, I would be homeschooling my.
Uh-oh. Okay. Can y'all hear me? Okay.
With what they got going on now. It's just too much. I don't feel like children today. Uh, I think a lot of their childhoods are affected. It's too much going on now for kids. I don't think children. So that's just my opinion. Hold on.
Okay, you went out. You said you don't think children what?
I don't think they're getting. Oh, yeah, hold on. Keep talking, Miss Queen. I gotta talk to my neighbor.
Oh, okay. Uh, let's see. Anything popping in the chats? No? Ain't nobody in the chat? Darn. All right. So we're having a discussion about teenagers. Well, not just teenagers, just children shooting up the school. So apparently, a 15-year-old child shot up a school, killed some people, killed a teacher, put some children in critical condition, and it was a second grader that called the police. So I don't even know what kind of school this was because they usually don't have children of all them ages together like that. I don't know. It's crazy, crazy out here. But the interesting part to me was the fact that it was a girl. It was a girl. We'll typically hear about girls doing things like this. So I just wonder, like, what the investigation tells, right? Because why did she do this? Was she being picked on? Was she being bullied? Was she upset? Was the teacher that was killed a target? Like, what was going on? It's not typical behavior of a child necessarily. How you doing, wellness with Frugal Mama? So yeah, that's it's kind of interesting that uh it was a girl that did this. You know, with things changing in the world and in society, what I find most intriguing about this, and Miss April, I mean, Wellness with Frugal Mama, Miss April talking to her neighbor. So when she come back, she'll be back. Hopefully, y'all can hear me. But what I find most intriguing about the time being different is in certain behaviors you used to could attribute to a specific demographic, and it looked like the lines of those demographic differences are blurring more and more. Like there used to be certain things you could attribute to a certain group of people. There used to be things that you could attribute. I mean, and it still are things that you could attribute to female behavior, male behavior, um, and you know. across cultural lines. You can still attribute certain things to these different demographics, but it seems like the more time go on, don't none of that matter. Which logically kind of makes sense because we all human, so we all do the same thing, generally
Okay,
speaking.
y'all, I'm back.
She
I'm back.
bad.
Yeah. So yeah, this they trying to find out the reason. And this was a female. Again, like I say, mental illness is on the rise. I think for everybody right now, I think like this is the normal. I think everybody is taking it a notch higher now. You know, the ones that have sicknesses. You know, I think this is the new, the new way now. Let's unalive. Let's go to school and do this. You know, unfortunately, somebody ain't told them that. No, this ain't what you need to do now. So yeah, yeah. So um, hey, frugal mom, I just want to say this ain't normal. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the kids. Now, you know, of course, I'm gonna think that now we had fun in my childhood. Now it wasn't all that great. There was some stuff going on, but we sure didn't have to go to school and worry about being unalive. And I think that's what scares me. See, I'm getting old, and I plan on living to be 100 years old. I don't want these kids to be on more Xanax than me. Yeah, but cause trauma, you know, a second grade. You know, what are they gonna do? Do they give these kids therapy after this happens? They have school counselors, but yeah.
Yeah, they get therapy when stuff happens.
Okay. Yeah. So all I can say is talk parents, grandmothers, talk to your kids now. And I'm not saying that people have to, you don't have to be your kid or grandkid's friend. But you gotta let them know that you could come to me and talk to me about anything. Because and don't make it where the kid is going to be scared to come to you and talk about something because you might overreact. Um, see, my son and my sister, they knew if they told me something. Oh, baby, it was war. It was war. But let them know if they being bullied in school. You know, try to talk to these kids. Tell them we don't allow bullying. We don't allow kids to be talking about other kids neither. That's really bad. I'm so glad now that people ain't worrying about who wearing the latest Jordans and all of that, or are they? Do they still do that now, Miss Queen? Are they into
I mean,
wearing
the
the
people
latest?
in my age group still do that, but I don't. But I honestly, I would be the wrong person to ask. Um, my children live and go to school in a predominantly white area, so I don't know what's going on.
Oh, okay. Because I just wondered, because there was a lot of pressure back then on kids, to have these ladies' gym shoes and stuff. You know, like
Yep.
people were getting unalive, and people were still in their Jordans. Like, so don't think like we didn't have no problem. You know, them gym shoes was a trip, especially them Jordans. So standing in line at movie theaters, people would just come up and stick you up for your used Jordans. I don't know, but it's a lot. I wish y'all could go back to playing hopscotch and marbles, but they don't even do that anymore. Well, you can't leave them outside too long, because you don't know if Homie the Clown gonna come snatch them up. Yeah. Yeah. So, but it's a lot. It's a lot for kids today to go through. Mm. So, um, we got a woman, a girl. So the ante's been up now. We got a girl, Annie Oakley. Ain't that what they call the women? Oh God. Yeah. Okay. I gotta take my medicine, my allergy medicine, y'all, and I'm going to take me a nap because I don't know what's in the air. I seem like I can't get well. The common cold now has me sicker. Ain't no more having take some Theraflu or cough syrup. Colds now keep me in bed for a day or two. Yeah. So anybody find out what's on the air, please let me know. Miss Queen, did you hear me?
You said if anybody find out what's in the air, let you know.
Yes. Look, honey, I gotta go see a allergy specialist.
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting on them to call now because uh, ouch, with the holidays, ain't nobody in their office. So I got all kind of referrals, and I can't go nowhere because the doctors they are on vacation. Mm, okay, all right. So I thank you, Miss Queen, for coming up here. I guess
Right.
homeschool. Um, I just try to give a realistic show, and I just try to give my opinion on what I think is real,
Mm-hmm.
and what I think what kids are gonna do now. And I mean, I hope they're not gonna do this, but you know what I told you they gonna do. You can't get ready to go to school and can't protect themselves. So, that's my theory. I don't want to say nothing else because I don't want YouTube to be trying to flag me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, oh God. So, yeah. Talk to y'all later.
Later, Miss April.
Yeah, talk to y'all later. Okay. All right. Peace, everybody.